Now on Good Morning Northwest, breaking news. Congress passes a bill forcing the Justice Department to release all FBI files on Jeffrey Epstein. How soon they could go public and why some lawmakers doubt the president will follow through on releasing them.
And things have cooled off, but only in a few areas this morning. We'll show you the differences and what you can expect for this afternoon.
And artificial intelligence answers 911 calls in Spokane today. The groundbreaking test that could change how emergency services operate. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, November 19th. Let's start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at our first alert forecast as we're kicking off our day here, Matt.
Yeah, kicking off our day with a 10-degree difference between Spokane and Pullman this morning. Same goes for Coeur d'Alene. We're 38 on the I-90 corridor. We're in the upper 20s and parts of the Palouse, down below freezing as well in Moses Lake. The big difference between those areas and what we're seeing further up north, which is quite milder temperatures to start our day, is cloud cover. Areas in the blue showing low clouds and or fog. I'll show you in a second, but this is all basically low-hanging cloud cover this morning. Acts like a little bit of an insulating blanket, and so you don't cool off as much on a calm day like today when you have those clouds in place. Visibility is good all across the region, so we are, once again, not talking about any fog, but the low cloud cover here instead to start our day. Now, as we head into the late morning, we'll start to see those clouds begin to break up, and we'll have a decent shot at some sunshine here for the afternoon. Temperatures, because of the clouds lingering a little longer, they're going to take their sweet time warming up. Expecting only middle and upper 40s for today. Clear to start this evening, and then clouds start to roll back in as we'll take a look at who could see some sprinkles tomorrow morning coming up.
Matt, thanks. We'll take a look at this crash in Spokane Valley. Happened last night. The Spokane Valley Fire Department says Sprague Avenue in the area near Floro would be closed for several hours due to this crash involving a car and a pole. So you can see the damage here in these photos. SVFD says one person was involved here, but thankfully no injuries were reported. Now, we took a look at this area this morning, and we're happy to report that traffic is clear right now. Spokane Regional Emergency Communications is preparing to test a new AI system designed to help keep 911 lines clear for real emergencies. SREC says the technology will automatically handle non-emergency crime check calls during a 2-hour trial today from 1 to 3. Crime Check receives more than 250,000 calls every year. Officials say more than half require dispatching help right away, but nearly a third are better directed to other agencies. During the test, AI will speak to the caller and determine whether situations like abandoned vehicles or traffic violations require emergency response. SREC will analyze test results before launching the full service by the end of this year. Empty lots in East Central Spokane will become the final connection point where the North Spokane corridor meets I-90. And now the state wants to know what it should do, or what should happen rather, to the surrounding land that they won't use. The Department of Transportation will hold community meetings this week to gather input on developing this area. The East Central neighborhood has faced challenges since I-90 divided it decades ago. These lots previously hosted Camp Hope, which was the Pacific Northwest's largest homeless encampment at the time.
That's why it's important that the community participate in this process, because we're the only ones that can hold them accountable.
New renderings show where the freeway will connect to I-90. Now you'll be able to see blue boxes in this rendering here that mark the areas along the freeway where officials are seeking community input. The first town hall is tomorrow at 4:30 at Francis Scott Elementary. You can also join virtually through the Washington State Department of Transportation website. This morning, the bill ordering the Justice Department to release all the files into Jeffrey Epstein heads to President Donald Trump's desk. The House and the Senate wasting no time in passing this bill. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in D.C. with the story.
This morning, a moment of unity on Capitol Hill. Both the House and Senate acting decisively Tuesday to pass a bill and force the Justice Department to release the FBI files into sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Only one Republican lawmaker voting no. As that vote unfolded, survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's abuse watching and cheering from the gallery above. The Senate then almost instantly approving the measure unanimously. That means the bill now heads to the White House, where President Trump said he plans to sign it.
He's been very clear and he has nothing to hide, and that's why he's endorsed the vote today.
It comes after the president fought for weeks to prevent a vote on releasing the files. But when it became clear Republicans were going to defy him, Trump reversed course and told them to vote yes. But the president doesn't need Congress to release the Epstein files. He can do it on his own. ABC's Mary Bruce asking the president why wait for Congress.
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert.
Following the vote, members on both sides of the aisle casting doubt on whether the president will sign the bill and release new documents.
He might try to stall the whole thing through this new sham investigation that he's now launching.
I only take people's actions seriously. No longer words.
Survivors of Jeffrey Epstein demanding full transparency at a vigil on Capitol Hill.
I beg you, President Trump, please stop making this political. I voted for you, but your behavior on this issue has been a national embarrassment. It is time to take the honest, moral ground and support the release of these files.
If signed into law, it would force the release of federal records on Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, as well as others tied to the case, all while keeping the victims' identities sealed. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Spokane County Commissioners voted unanimously this week to maintain current property tax levy rates for 2026, choosing not to implement the 1% annual increase permitted under state law. The commissioners say residents may actually see a decrease in property taxes for next year, depending on the budget. The board expects to finalize that budget on December 1st. And while property taxes won't increase next year, reusable plastic bags will. Starting on New Year's Day, shoppers will pay 12 cents a bag. That's up from 8 cents right now, the price from when the law went into effect in 2020. However, some stores are already charging more. The law was made to encourage shoppers to stop using plastic bags. However, research from WSU shows the law may have backfired. Their research shows that while retailers distributed fewer plastic bags between 2021 and 2022, the total weight of the plastic used went up by 17%. We are looking into this issue and speaking with those researchers. You can watch for Robin Nance's special report. That's next Tuesday, November 25th. It'll be shown right here on Good Morning Northwest. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:07. Meteorologist Matt Gray this morning kicking off our day. Yeah, a good couple of days to maybe get out and rake some of those leaves.
Yeah, rake some leaves, just kind of get some stuff done around the house because we all know winter's approaching.
I know we threw away all of our
quickly.
Pumpkins yesterday.
Oh,
got them off.
sad.
I know, so sad.
Well, hey, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. We'll talk a little bit about what we're watching for next week after this.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, glide across the ice or warm up by the fire pit. Coming up when one of Spokane's favorite winter traditions is making its return. Plus, religious displays in public schools spark heated debate in Texas. The surprising ruling that has both sides claiming victory. That's right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Comfort and peace. When a loved one is in need of end-of-life care, it's more than care. It's warmth and dignity in the face of advanced illness. Courage binds us all. The courage in facing a terminal illness together. Our care team have dedicated their lives to alleviating pain, discomfort, and providing licensed around-the-clock medical attention. We are Hospice of North Idaho, and we are honored to care for your loved one.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help. So I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
Happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Equinox models.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:11, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A federal judge in Texas has temporarily blocked some public schools in the state from displaying the 10 Commandments. Republican Governor Greg Abbott signed this law back in June, but a number of families challenged it, arguing the law violates the First Amendment's Establishment Clause. That provision prevents the government from establishing an official religion. The American Civil Liberties Union praised the judge's order and called it a win for religious freedoms. Further court proceedings will determine the law's fate. The National Transportation Safety Board warns many bridges around the country are in danger. The agency issuing 17 safety recommendations to prevent accidents like last year's Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse in Baltimore. That was caused by a container ship crashing into the bridge. Now, the recommendations include instructions for ship operators to scan for loose wires, like the one that caused a power outage that led to that crash. The NTSB also recommending a warning system for drivers crossing bridges in case of an emergency. A Russian attack caused heavy damage to buildings in Ukraine this morning. At least 10 people were killed and 37 injured in Ternopil in the western part of the country. The Russian strikes hit 2 9-story residential buildings in the city, causing fires and major damage to both structures. And Harvard launching an investigation into former university president Larry Summers' relationship to Jeffrey Epstein. The school newspaper The Crimson reports that a probe will also examine Epstein's ties to other people associated with the university. That list includes Summers' wife and nearly a dozen other current and former Harvard affiliates. All of them are implicated in the trove of Epstein emails that were released last week.
And now it's time to plan out your day. If you're clear, it's frosty. If you're cloudy, it's mild, and you got a pretty decent morning ahead of you. We will see sunshine poke out even in those areas that are socked in with the clouds this morning, although it may take a little while to get there. Temperatures on the mild side of average for this afternoon in the 40s. Then for tonight, we're going to turn cloudy again as another system tries to cross the mountains. Might see 1 or 2 sprinkles around the region, but overall, nothing to really write home about.
Ice skating returns to Spokane's Riverfront Park this weekend. The skate ribbon opens for the season on Saturday. Tickets are about $11. That doesn't include your rentals. If skating isn't your thing, that's totally okay. You can still warm up by one of the nearby fire pits and enjoy a cup of hot chocolate. That also sounds really nice. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14. Racial gerrymandering or political strategy. A federal court strikes down Texas's new congressional map with major implications for 2026, while the fight over congressional maps is heading to the Supreme Court. And before we go to a break, we're going to take a live look over downtown Spokane to kick off your Wednesday morning. What can you expect for it? Well, we got Matt's full forecast to help you plan your day and your week. It's just ahead here on Good Morning Northwest.
The push for protein is everywhere. Bars, shakes, even cereal and popcorn. It's like the fun house at the grocery store. But how much protein do you really need? I'm Natalie Grant with 4 News Now. I'll show you how to navigate the protein craze tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, the stakes are often big.
Big injuries, immense pain, and huge medical bills.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Is McIsaac, and now Remba ahead for McIsaac. McIsaac down ice. That's a shot, and he scores! Will McIsaac!
Saturday, November 22nd at Numerica Veterans Arena. It's the Coca-Cola Family Feast as your Spokane Chiefs take on Victoria. Enjoy discounted concession favorites all game long at select concourse locations. Don't miss the Coca-Cola Family Feast Saturday, November 22nd. First 5,000 fans get a Coca-Cola rally towel. Gates open at 5. Get your tickets at SpokaneChiefs.com.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
At Parker Toyota, we've got an SUV for every lifestyle, from the legendary Land Cruiser to the spacious Highlander and the ever-versatile RAV4. Your next adventure starts here.
And with the largest SUV selection in the Northwest, Parker Toyota has what you're looking for on the lot today. With Toyota's world-class reliability and top-tier value, your SUV isn't just ready for the road, it's ready for the long haul.
See our great selection of SUVs at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Happy anniversary from McVeigh Brothers. This month, if you'd like to upgrade your home with some new Coeur d'Alene windows or maybe a new roof, we're offering an anniversary special. Or no money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months from McVeigh Brothers.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, the stakes are often big.
Big injuries, immense pain, and huge medical bills.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
4 News Now is brought to you by BECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:17. A setback for President Trump's effort to redraw the congressional map of Texas, which would give Republicans an advantage in next year's midterm elections. An appeals court striking down the new map claiming racial profiling. This law allows maps to be redrawn for partisan reasons, but not for racial reasons. Yesterday, a panel of 3 federal judges have sided with the civil rights groups who challenged the maps. Evidence includes a letter from the Department of Justice in Washington directing Texas to redraw its maps to eradicate 4 majority non-white districts. Judge Jeffrey Brown writing, the governor explicitly directed the legislature to draw a new U.S. House map to resolve the DOJ's concerns. In other words, the governor explicitly directed the legislature to redistrict based on race.
These districts are going to show that Hispanics and blacks, as well as others, are voting for Republican, and Republican is their candidate of choice.
Governor Greg Abbott says he'll appeal to the Supreme Court, claiming the ruling undermines the authority the U.S. Constitution assigns to the Texas legislature. Earlier this month, Governor Gavin Newsom led a successful campaign to change California's congressional map to offset the expected losses in Texas. Well, switching now over to weather, taking a look outside this morning. Like I said, I didn't even grab a jacket this morning, but I know that's not the case
It's not the case everywhere. Yeah, it felt pretty mild here in Spokane. It feels pretty mild in Coeur d'Alene with the clouds that moved in overnight, and that's kept us a little insulated and a little warmer this morning. Now, as we were just saying, it is not that case everywhere. Look at Pullman. We're down to 28 now, so definitely going to be scraping some windshields there in Pullman and Moscow. Doing a little bit of ice scraping as well, potentially, around places like Moses Lake this morning. Hey, up in our northern valleys even, we're sitting above freezing with the exception of the Methow Valley, down to 27 right now in Winthrop. Not too bad. For this afternoon, likely, especially up north, we're going to take a decent amount of the day to kind of bust through the clouds here. That'll help keep our temperatures down a little bit cooler than what they were yesterday. So nobody hits 50 degrees with the exception of the LC Valley. I still think, though, in plenty of places we'll end up getting above 45 degrees. So right in that 5-degree range there. Then for tonight, down to freezing in Omak, Moses Lake, Ritzville, getting close in the Pullman area. Overall, we'll all be a little bit cooler. look at Colville, down to 26. We'll see clearer conditions up north. Further south, we will see more cloud cover, especially early on in the morning. This weather system is moving in. Here's what it's going to do. We'll see wet weather and perhaps a little bit of rain-stone mix up on Stevens Pass in the morning, and we'll see scattered light showers, mainly south of I-90 as we head through the morning. So folks around the Palouse, you might get a little sprinkle, same for around the Blue Mountains. Things dry up pretty quickly here with the limited moisture we're going to see, and then Friday's looking awesome. The rest of Thursday looks good. Here's Saturday, some showers right along our northern border, but otherwise, thinking we're just going to end up with cloudy skies. We'll look for better rain chances for Sunday and for Monday. And then notice what happens here after Monday, where we could see a little bit of mountain pass snow. We drop to the 20s for lows. Our highs drop considerably as well. And there is another system we're watching way off in the distance here that may provide some more adverse weather sometime between Thanksgiving and the following weekend here. So a good time right now to finish on that winter prep you've got around the house in case things begin to move in a negative direction with the weather during that time frame.
That's important stuff to know, especially as you're planning your drive back from Thanksgiving. If you stay through the weekend.
Got to have the drive back as well. And I think at this point, that is the time frame we're looking at more closely, Natalie.
All right, well, we'll get you some updates next week here, Matt. Thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:21. Gonzaga freshman Davis Fogel hasn't seen the court a ton this season, but made the most of his time in Monday's domination of Southern Utah. After the break, see how Fogel dazzled the Kennel with extreme energy and efficiency in his limited time on the court. It's coming up next here in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hurry to our Black Friday sale and save up to $17,000 off or 0% APR on new 25 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back? Go with Auvelity. Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity. Go with Auvelity.
This winter, experience the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. Friday, November 21st, Spokane Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketswest.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Hurry to our Black Friday sale and save up to $11,750 off or 0% APR on new 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Gonzaga Bulldogs chewed and spit out the Southern Utah Thunderbirds by a ridiculous 72 points. And a big factor in this historic shellacking is true freshman Davis Fogel. Fogel played a combined 18 minutes over the Texas Southern and Creighton games, not appearing at all against Oklahoma or Arizona State. Then he rushed into the Southern Utah game with a blitzing 19 points in just 15 minutes this Monday. Fogel's hyper-efficient outing also saw 2 steals and a block, doing all this despite a very busy room at the wing position with this year's loaded roster on both ends of the floor. The freshman spoke post-game on his breakout performance.
Taking advantage of every opportunity, and then just learning. I mean, got a lot of older guys, been in a lot of different situations, other schools, but yeah, just learning from them every day, and then the staff, and then and then most important thing is staying confident. I know how much work I put in, so once I get in there, just make the most of it, and yeah.
Fogel and the Zags next head to the Players Era Festival in Las Vegas. First opponent up, the Alabama Crimson Tide. That's next Monday evening. A lot more Zags awards in for their biggest guy, Graham Ike, winning the WCC Player of the Week this week. And then yesterday, earning a spot on the top 50 watch list for the Wooden Award. That's the trophy presented to the college basketball's top men's player. Ike, one of just 2 players on the list from mid-major conference schools. And that total list is going to go down to just a top 15 on the national ballot. That's coming up at the end of the season. The grad student earned all WCC nods each of the last 2 seasons, and he currently leads the Zags in rebounds, over 10 per game. That's all for morning sports. Check out more sports coming up on 4 News Now at 6 and Nightside Tonight.
Good morning, Northwest time. Right now is 6:26. Spokane holiday shoppers are starting earlier than ever and spending more money. We'll tell you how much Americans plan to spend this holiday season. That's coming up right after the break. Plus, the Trump administration moves to dismantle the Department of Education. We'll tell you which offices are being shifted and what it means for our students. That's next. And before we go to a break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, counting down to the CMA Awards.
Will we see bell bottoms? It feels right. It's you.
You're going to see bell bottoms.
Big ones?
Bell bottoms in all shapes and sizes and colors, and we're doing the thing.
Lara Spencer is taking you behind the scenes with host Lainey Wilson before the biggest night in country music.
So when you were a little girl watching the CMA Awards, could you have ever imagined that you'd be walking onto this stage right now?
Honestly, I just got the leg chills. Hosting this thing that is huge in itself.
Yep.
It is really huge.
A big deal.
To think that they trust me enough to stand on this stage and, and sing people's praises and celebrate country music.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of Lara and Lainey as we count down to the CMA Awards. With your GMA First Look, I'm Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness, and Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year for a predictable routine I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
Spokane's favorite holiday tradition, the Nutcracker Ballet, is back at the Fox Theater. Performed live by the Spokane Symphony with State Street Ballet December 4th through 7th. Get tickets at SpokaneSymphony.org.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Spokane's favorite holiday tradition, the Nutcracker Ballet, is back at the Fox Theater. Performed live by the Spokane Symphony with State Street Ballet December 4th through 7th. Get tickets at SpokaneSymphony.org.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and the stories people are reading about online this morning. Apple released its top 10 ranking of the most popular podcast in America, and the Joe Rogan Experience is #1. Last year's #1, The Daily from the New York Times, now holds the #2 spot, followed by the Mel Robbins podcast. Rogan routinely draws many millions of listeners and viewers and remains the envy of the podcasting world. The Joe Rogan Experience also currently ranks #1 on YouTube's weekly podcast chart. Well, AAA projects a record number of Americans will travel at least 50 miles from home over the Thanksgiving holiday period, and more people on the road means a higher possibility of wrecks. Data shows the crash rate for the Sunday after Thanksgiving is 65% higher than the previous Sunday. Experts say that drivers can reduce their risk by leaving earlier in the day, avoiding night travel, and keeping extra space around large trucks. Well, if you want to use unique passwords to protect your accounts from hackers, online password manager NordPass has a list of the ones that you don't want to use. It released its annual list of the 200 most common passwords, and you can probably guess some of the most common ones, which is the main problem. The top 3 are 123456, followed by admin, and the third is 12345678. NordPass actually recommends using at least 20 characters in your passwords, even if fewer are required. The 20 characters is a lot to remember there. We'll see. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, November 19th. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and look at our first alert forecast this morning as people are getting ready to start their day.
Yeah, getting ready to start their day. If your password is password 12345678, is that okay? Maybe, or whatever you have to do to get a password admin set of numbers. Oh, brother. All right. Temperatures right now in the upper 30s and right about 40 degrees in Spokane Valley. And yes, this is coming in pretty mild. We were thinking we would get a little bit closer to freezing this morning, but had some clouds come in overnight, and that has really kind of stopped the cool down, at least around the I-90 corridor. Now, that is not the case everywhere, where the clouds have not shown up this morning. Instead, we're down into the upper 20s in Pullman. We're in the low 30s in Moses Lake. But as you can see, a lot of places still above freezing here this morning. Winthrop down to 26 this morning here, by the way. So getting a little chilly in the North Cascades. Looking at the satellite picture, these areas in blue signify that low cloud cover. And it is low clouds, it's not fog. Visibility is looking good all across the inland Northwest here. So we will have at least some slightly more palatable temperatures in line with what we've seen recently for the morning, or at least around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. For this afternoon, some sunshine breaking out through the clouds. Might take a little while, but we'll get there eventually, and we'll see middle and upper 40s. So take a look at the rest of the week, when you could expect heading into the weekend after this.
Matt, thanks. The Trump administration is taking further steps to dismantle the Department of Education. CNN reports that several of the agency's responsibilities will now shift to other federal departments. A congressional aide says the changes will impact at least 5 offices, including the Office of Special Education. Education Secretary Linda McMahon argues that the recent government shutdown shows the department is not essential.
The Federal Department of Education furloughed 90% of its staff. And what happened? Nothing. Schools stayed open. Students went to class. Teachers got paid. The shutdown proved our schools don't depend on Washington bureaucracy to function.
Washington Senator Patty Murray criticized the Trump administration's plan, writing in part, "This isn't a plan to improve outcomes. It's a plan to abandon students and families, rip away resources and support, and leave kids who are simply looking to get a good education to fend for themselves." Well, a Christian group in Idaho says it will work with lawmakers next session to name a highway in honor of Charlie Kirk. If this legislation passed, it would designate State Highway 16 outside of Boise as the Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway. The group cites Kirk's influence in Idaho, where high school and college campuses have Turning Point USA chapters. In a news release, the group says the highway is intended to honor the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk and to denounce the recent rise of political and religiously motivated violence. Nonprofits across the region are working to give a Thanksgiving dinner to families in need. Local organizations say the demand for holiday meals is higher this year as families continue to struggle with food insecurity. Derek Strom spoke with local charities helping those who need it most.
One Heart in Spokane is fundraising to provide meals to 400 families from local school districts this Thanksgiving. Its executive director says that's 100 more meals than last year, and demand is rising quickly.
For the high prices of food this year, it's outrageous for them, and a lot of families can't afford that. And so if we can be a helping hand in any way, in any shape or form for that, we're going to jump in as much as we can.
One Heart will be handing out those meals here at its location on Pacific Avenue the day before Thanksgiving, but between now and then it's hoping for more donations in order to fund all of the meals that it wants to hand out.
That's the main thing that we need right now. Our volunteer base is pretty heavy, and so that's pretty taken care of. Now we're just trying to meet it financially right now, and so it is about a $40,000 event.
Second Harvest is also working to help families. It recently got a $100,000 donation from Spokane County to help provide holiday meals specifically for rural food pantries.
Rural areas, they have certain extra hurdles that a lot of folks are trying to manage, and helping get food to those pantries in the rural part of the county, then people don't have to drive as far. They don't have to maybe have to come into town to get to a pantry.
It says cash donations help bring in seasonal items like turkey and mashed potatoes.
Other times of the year people really want fresh produce, and other times we have a lot of that. So it's really helpful to be able to gauge a little bit and thus maneuver to get what people most want this time of the year.
If you want to help, Second Harvest says it's always in need of donations and volunteers through the holidays. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
This is what you want. Okay. Well, that is the sound of people getting a jump start on their holiday shopping. Americans are expected to spend even more this year. The National Retail Federation projects sales in November and December to grow between 3.7% and 4.2% this year, meaning holiday spending would top $1 trillion. Small businesses in Spokane are already preparing and excited and starting to see that excitement.
This is probably the earliest people have shopped in the 14 years we've had this business. It's kind of wild. People are ready and they really are trying to get ahead of it this year.
Julia Lara owns French Toast at River Park Square and says the increased spending comes from customers buying more items, not just higher prices. Small businesses across Spokane County are seeing this excitement around the holiday season as a welcome change from those post-pandemic slump years that we've seen recently. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:38. Matt, have you started Christmas shopping yet?
No.
No. Have you made a list of what you want?
No.
Matt, get on it.
I'm a last minute Larry. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, look at a little tree set up here in downtown Moscow, right off the edge of my thumb here on the corner. It's cold down there. It is less cold here in Spokane. And we've got a lot of things heading our way before the Thanksgiving holiday. We'll take a look at that coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, a new Christmas tree lot opens in Spokane with a heartwarming mission. How your holiday tree purchase could help local children with disabilities when we come back. Plus, the U.S. saw its highest flu hospitalization rate in nearly 15 years last winter. Learn why experts expect another tough season. That's next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Latah Creek has been making award-winning wines since 1982. In addition to our ever-popular Huckleberry, we currently have 20 white and 12 red wines available. We invite you to stop in, try a taste, and take a bottle or two home.
Cheers.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we've been family-owned and trusted since 1967. And right now, we're offering $500 off trenchless sewer installation, the best way to repair your sewer line. Our experts use light rate technology to restore your system with minimal disruption and lasting results. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can get your sewer line repaired now and pay over time. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Medicare options for Freddie.
No, not Freddie. Eddie.
When did healthcare lose its heart? When did Medicare Advantage companies start putting profits before people? We believe it shouldn't have to be this way.
This medication isn't covered by your insurance.
This overwhelming. This confusing.
I was told it was covered.
Let's try that again. Freddie.
This frustrating.
I really need this medication.
Healthcare in retirement doesn't always look like it's advertised. The reality is, health insurance is broken. And while other plans won't tell you that, we will. Because we created Scan Health Plan to fight for your health, to protect your independence, to serve you, not profits. And we won't stop. Not until you have the coverage you need, the coverage you deserve. We created Scan for you.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
Latah Creek has been making award-winning wines since 1982. In addition to our ever-popular Huckleberry, we currently have 20 white and 12 red wines available. We invite you to stop in, try a taste, and take a bottle or two home.
Cheers. The push for protein is everywhere. Bars, shakes, even cereal and popcorn. It's like the fun house at the grocery store. But how much protein do you really need? I'm Natalie Bright with 4 News Now. I'll show you how to navigate the protein craze tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:41. Christmas has come early with the arrival of 180 Christmas trees in a lot downtown. The Noel Mountain Tree Farm has opened its first location here in Spokane in the parking lot of Grocery Outlet. Starting tomorrow, customers can start picking out a tree and get into the holiday spirit. But this lot is also giving back. A portion of the sales will go towards Joya Child and Family Development. It's a nonprofit that provides pediatric therapy to children with disabilities. The manager of the tree lot says it's a special cause for the owner of the tree farm because his daughter went there.
I know people now that have got children that are going there, and it's a great place because it gives those kids a head start that have got neurological disorders and autism, blindness, hearing issues, walking issues. It's just a wonderful place.
The Felix family has donated thousands of dollars to Joya over the past few years. That money will help fund services like physical therapy, family training, and medical exams. And this year, Joya will serve more than 900 children and families, providing services regardless of a family's ability to pay.
It's time to plan your day. If it's clear outside, it's pretty chilly. If it's cloudy, well, it's a little less chilly this morning, and that will stay the case through the morning hours. Then for this afternoon, a lot of that cloud cover will start to break up. We'll see some sunshine, even if it is filtered through the clouds in some of our northern valleys. Pretty mild conditions as well. Then heading into tonight, turning cloudy again. Some areas will have a chance to see some sprinkles in the early hours of Thursday as well. We'll take a look at that coming up.
Flu season was bad last year, and we could be in for a repeat this year. We're seeing the likelihood of a second severe flu season in a row because of lagging vaccinations and a new mutant strain. The strain is called subclade K and is behind early surges in the United Kingdom, Canada, and Japan. Last winter, the U.S. had its highest rates of flu hospitalizations in nearly 15 years. At least 280 children died of influenza, the highest number on record going back to 2004. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:43, and we'll be back with Matt's full forecast right after this commercial break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Post Falls ER and Hospital open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Chef Lena is taking the Tide Boosted test.
Oh, yeah, I need it.
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other stuff can't match Tide's Boosted Clean. Test passed.
Smells like clean.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. It's got to be Tide.
Boosted!
keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's heating cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
This winter, experience the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. Friday, November 21st, Spokane Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketswest.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
After my recent accident, I called Craig Swap and Associates. They treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
Call the 9s, 509-999-9999.
4 News Now is brought to you by Tracy Jewelers.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:46. From grocery store aisles to our social media feeds, right now it's hard to ignore the protein craze. Adding more protein to your diet does have its benefits. It can keep you feeling fuller for longer and serve as an essential building block for our bodies. But how much should you be really focusing on the protein intake of you and your family? And how much of this added protein craze is just marketing?
It's more just noise and confusion, right? It's like the fun house at the grocery store, like the extra protein to make you go, am I doing enough? And you are.
I sat down with some local dietitians to learn how to navigate our protein-packed world, the important roles it can play in a diet, and how much you and your family really needs. Hear what they have to say. It's in my special report tomorrow right here on Good Morning Northwest. We're taking a live look to kick off our Wednesday morning, starting to see a little glimmer of daylight out there as we're inching closer to sunrise. Not quite there yet, though.
Yeah, not quite there, but a little glimmer of dawnness, I guess, out there this morning. So what we have today is, you know what? It's pretty nice weather. Okay. It's nice to have the clouds roll in as well, because that's kept us a little bit warmer this morning. No big defrost or ice scraping situations, at least in Spokane. Now, it's been a little different across the Palouse, and we'll look here from the Palouse down to the LC Valley this morning. Sunrise at 7:01, sunset is at 4:08. Sunrise now after 7 o'clock every day until we get to the 12th of February. So here's the 7 o'clock hour, and we just spin around the clock all the way to the 1st of January before we start heading back the opposite direction here. So we're into the shortest days of the year. In fact, here next week, we're going to be under 9 hours of daylight in the Spokane area. That's coming up on the 22nd. Here is what it looks like outside right now. Cloudy skies in Spokane, 38 degrees. Cloudy skies as well over Coeur d'Alene, and also 38 degrees. Your planner for your Wednesday, we'll start to see the clouds begin to break up as we head later into the morning. Filtered sunshine coming through. That'll get us up into the middle and upper 40s for this afternoon, but lots of sunshine to end the day. Clear to start for the evening, but we'll start to see those clouds building again around midnight as another weather system tries to push into the inland northwest. We may see a couple of snow showers over Stevens Pass, but otherwise things are going to be pretty quiet for travel concerns. We are going to have some rain around the Blue Mountains. It tries to work into the Palouse and other areas south of Spokane. This is very early in the morning, about 5 a.m. And then very quickly, as we approach the peak commute hours, that dissipates. Then things are quiet on Friday, cloudy on Saturday. Some moisture up in BC will perhaps give us some wet weather in places like Bonners Ferry or in Medellin Falls. But most of us are going to be waiting until we get to late Sunday for a decent shot at some wet weather. We'll be on the lookout for some Mountain Pass snow for the start here of Monday. Temperature's not changing that much until we get to the middle of this upcoming week. Look at that. Down to the upper 20s for Tuesday morning. Highs only in the 40s. We're going to struggle to get into the 40s for Tuesday, and that cooler air is going to open us up for the next system to have a little bit more impact. And we think that one's going to come sometime between Thanksgiving and the following Saturday, where we will likely see some snowy passes, the potential for some valley snow in some areas. So we'll keep you updated on the details. Finish your winter prep while the weather's nice over the next couple of days. We'll be right back with the Morning Sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Vineyard Park at South Hill, now open for independent living, assisted living, and memory care.
Old World Christmas has an early gift for you. Right now, their spectacular glass holiday collectibles are priced at below wholesale in their outlet store, 4005 East Main between Freya and Havana. Come celebrate the savings now at Old World Christmas.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
When it comes to taking care of your car, trust the family-owned service department that puts you first. At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we don't just fix cars, we keep your family safe on the road. With no hidden fees or surprise charges, you'll always know exactly what you're paying for. And with us, you only pay a 6% tax on parts, never on labor. Come to Coeur d'Alene Honda, where quality service meets honest pricing every time. Call us to schedule an appointment today.
This holiday season, come spend the day at Triple Play. Just minutes away for triple the fun and triple the excitement with your family, friends, and coworkers.
Whether it's the 30-foot-tall ropes course or the supersized arcade, this is your chance to challenge yourself and your buddies in this 3-acre family fun park.
Or maybe bring the kids to Raptor Reef, where they can splash and play all day.
Whatever you're looking for, Triple Play has it.
Come out and play today, Triple Play.
At Pape, we help take care of the land that takes care of you. Right now, get the John Deere X300 Series riding lawnmower with 0% financing for up to 36 months. With precision, comfort, and performance built in. The X300 Series makes mowing effortless season after season. But hurry, this offer ends February 28, 2026. Visit your local Pape Machinery Ag and Turf dealer to learn more. Pape keeps you moving.
Beautiful glass holiday ornaments made in the tradition of Old World artisans are now priced below wholesale at Old World Christmas, 4005 East Main, Sunday through Friday 11 to 3, Saturdays 10 to 4. Come celebrate the savings now at Old World Christmas.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53, and we're getting you ready to gear up on your Wednesday with the morning sprint. We're getting closer to a decision about how the state will use the land that once hosted Camp Hope. And meteorologist Matt Gray will help you plan your day as you get ready to go to work and school this morning. But first, if you make a call to 911 in the near future, it could be answered by artificial intelligence. Spokane Regional Emergency Communications will trial a new AI system aimed at keeping 911 lines available for urgent emergencies. According to SREC, this technology will automatically manage non-emergency crime check calls during a 2-hour test this afternoon. The AI will interact with callers to assess if issues require emergency services. SREC plans to review the test outcomes before rolling out the full system by year's end.
In your forecast, we're starting off a little cloudy and somewhat mild. Temperatures in the upper 30s here in Spokane and into the Coeur d'Alene area. Much colder on the Palouse. We're in the 20s in some areas that stayed clear this morning. We'll keep the cloudiness going through the morning hours. Temperatures eventually rising to the low 40s, and we'll break out into sunshine for this afternoon with a light northeast wind. I think things will be quite pleasant for the second half of the day. We will drop back down to the 30s here for the evening and start to see some building clouds again late tonight.
A crash shut down Sprague Avenue in Spokane Valley for hours overnight. According to the Spokane Valley Fire Department, a car crashed into a pole near Flora. SPFD says one person was involved in this crash and didn't report any injuries. And we took a look at the area this morning, and traffic is all clear. Empty lots in East Central Spokane will be the final link between the North Spokane corridor and I-90. The state wants community input on unused land nearby through meetings this week. The area, divided by I-90 decades ago, once hosted Camp Hope, the region's largest homeless encampment.
That's why it's important that the community participate in this process, because we're the only ones that can hold them accountable.
New renderings show where the freeway will connect to I-90. The blue boxes on this rendering here mark the area along the freeway where officials are seeking that community input. The first town hall is tomorrow at 4:30 at Francis Scott Elementary. You can also join virtually through the WSDOT website. Spokane County Commissioners voted unanimously this week to maintain current property tax levy rates for 2026, choosing not to implement the 1% annual increase permitted under the state law. The commissioners say residents may actually see a decrease in their property taxes for next year, depending on the budget. The board expects to finalize that budget on December 1st. Well, flu season was bad last year, and we could be in for a repeat. We are seeing the likelihood of a second severe flu season in a row because of lagging vaccinations and a new mutant strain. The subclade K strain is behind early surges in the UK, Canada, and Japan. Last winter, the U.S. had its highest rates of flu hospitalizations in nearly 15 years. At least 280 children died of influenza, the highest number on record going back to 2004. And you can learn more about how to prepare for this year's flu season. It's coming up on Good Morning America. AAA projects a record number of Americans will travel at least 50 miles from home over the Thanksgiving holiday period. And more people on the road means the probability of more wrecks. Data shows that the crash rate for the Sunday after Thanksgiving is 65% higher than the previous Sunday. Experts say drivers can reduce their risk by leaving earlier in the day, avoiding night travel, and keeping extra space around large trucks. Well, Christmas arrived early in downtown Spokane this year with 180 trees at the new Noel Mountain Tree Farm. It's located at the grocery outlet parking lot. It opens tomorrow, and a portion of the sales will support Joya Child and Family Development, a nonprofit offering pediatric therapy.
I know people now that have got children that are going there, and it's a great place because it gives those kids a head start that have got neurological disorders and autism, blindness, hearing issues, walking issues. It's just a wonderful place.
And that money will help fund services like physical therapy, family training, and medical exams. This year, Joya will serve more than 900 children and families. Well, you can help local kids have a very Merry Christmas. Spokane County Fire District 4 is partnering with the Marine Toys for Tots program. You can drop them off at a staffed District 4 fire station through December 15th. The toy drive helps local families in need provide Christmas gifts. Donations must be in new and original packaging. You can donate at any staffed station during their regular hours. And ice skating returns to Spokane's Riverfront Park this weekend. The skate ribbon opens for the season on Saturday. Tickets are about $11. That doesn't include rentals. And if skating's not your thing, don't worry. You can warm up by one of the fire pits and enjoy a cup of hot chocolate. We'll be back with a final check of the forecast right after this.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
Cloudy skies as we look at our morning commute getting started over Spokane. Cloudiness will stick with us here for a good chunk of the morning in the I-90 corridor, but we'll see the sun pop out as we head into the second half of the day. Overall, some pretty calm weather conditions here for the back end of this week and into the start of the weekend. Now, as we head into Sunday, I expect more areas will begin to see wet weather. That will last into your Monday, and then a cool down that will impact us as we head closer to Thanksgiving, seeing some cooler temperatures than we've seen in quite a while.
Well, thanks so much for starting your morning with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll see you throughout the day on GMA. It starts right now.